That one's rolling, then yeah, you can cue them in.
1, 2.
Hey everybody, this is John from Grifters Shills along with Rebecca, and you are listening to the KPFT Sessions on KPFT 90.1 FM.
Weathered heart keeps beating the rhythm of a lonely song, but that tune is deceiving. You sing it, but the words are wrong. Ain't no truth worth conceding tonight, but it don't belong. Just get by on believing until it's time to move along. When it's starstruck and moonshot, next to nothing, but it's what I got. Just some hard luck and a beggar's light, but it all comes back to you. Lonely soul claims conditions, holds him high and undisturbed, living out superstitions, letting go of what we learned, blame it all on ambition, even when it crashed and burned. And that blind intuition never heard a single word. Well, it's starstruck and moonshot. It ain't pretty, but it's what I got. Well, it shines up, but the bones are shot, and it all comes back to you. Restless mind finds the tension, never landing where it should, in that late night dimension. Wanting, weathered and withstood, gave it all your attention. Never did a lot of good, never mind good intentions. Either way it's understood. Well, it's starstruck and moonshot. Tried the light, but I lost the plot. Well, I knew it all, but I long forgot, and it all comes back to you. Yeah, it's starstruck and moonshot. Blew it all on a fleeting thought, wasting hard time being what I'm not, and it all comes back to you. Yeah, it all comes back to you. Yeah, it all comes back to you.
Very nice.
Oh, thank you.
Sorry. Well, that was Grifters and Shills. You're listening to 90.1 KPFT Houston, or 89.5 in Galveston, 91.9 in Huntsville, anywhere live or on the archive at kpft.org. This is where I'm in my element. Sorry.
You totally are.
Oh, man.
Paper to cheat off.
I know. That's how I know I'm in my element. The challenge, the pressure. It's great. I love it. And here with us is Grifters and Shills. We do not have Blue today. She is on to greener pastures, aka school. You can catch her at other events we do, so no problems there. And with us, as always, is my favorite co-host. The only one I have.
I was about to say, do you have another one?
Nope.
Cheating on me?
It's just you, man. It's just you. Messiah.
Oh, yeah. I guess it's my turn to talk. So, hey, welcome. This is KPFT Sessions. And yes, How many times did we name drop Grifters and Shills already?
We should do it again. Grifters and Shills are with us.
Yes, Grifters and Shills, Grifters and Shills. Please introduce yourselves, and what was that first song before you do that?
Yeah, that was called Moonshot. That's one of our newer ones.
Moonshine?
Moonshot.
Oh, Moonshine.
We like Moonshine.
Moonshot.
But the song's
So
called.
very good.
He's from California, so he heard the draw a little harder.
Yeah.
He needed to. Moonshine? No, we don't all talk like that, Messiah.
Okay, recovering California. But please, wait, can we let them introduce themselves first? Yeah. Please.
I'm Rebecca Stoll, and I play bass for Grifters and Shills, and I sing.
And she songwrites too. And my name's John. I'm married to Rebecca, and I play guitar and suitcase drum and various random things for Grifters and Shills.
I know. I kind of want to have like a suitcase cam because that thing is like really. And so yeah, this will probably be like a backwards thing, like we were talking about off air, because this will come out before, so it'll be Star Warsy. But dude, talk about that. Your suitcase there. You were telling me that there's electronics in there.
Yeah, so this is something we had an electronic one, a mic built in a box that we carried around forever, and we started doing some like living room shows, things like acoustic shows. And so we thought, how can we make this thing acoustic? And so we bought this $13 suitcase from eBay and fitted a cheap drum inside and sawed it all and made it all work. But then we're like, well, we need to now make it electric again. So we fitted it with a pickup in there, and we wrapped it in beach towels. And our good friend Jennifer gave us a towel 20 years ago. It's in there still. It's a memento. But it's all just stuffed full of towels, and it's just a little pickup that connects, and you can plug it into any stage anywhere, and it just sounds like a great kick drum. So yeah.
So was that like the first thing you tried, or did you try like a cajon first?
I'm thinking this is
such a weird.
It's probably like the 27th thing we've tried. It's
Iterations of that.
We've been a band for a little more than 15 years, and there's always been something different for most of that time. But we finally settled on this about 5-6 years ago, and it's kind of stuck.
Yeah, no, that thing is like super cool. And like, yeah, Rico said you should probably put a patent on that.
Right.
So, yeah, no, that thing is like super cool. What's up, Rico? You look like you.
I'm scheming over here. Just waiting till they forget.
Right, he's taking notes. Like, okay, this is how he said he made it.
Tell me again which color wire.
Right. He's a smart one.
Dude, yeah, what's so funny, Sam was telling me, is like, yeah, dude, there's nothing that goes by Rico. If he hears something, he's gonna
Right.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. I'm the audio guy. I listen to the lyrics, so I'm going to listen to the next song, which is...
We'll do Hard Way, I think.
Hard Way
I think it'd be good. Yeah,
Yeah.
Hard Way.
Ooh, I'm already reading into the title.
All right, here we go. As the morning comes, I know I'm gonna take some time to find my mind today. I'm all tied up in promises and should-have-beens about yesterday. I'll be better, I'll be fine, I'll be yours if you'll be mine. Maybe it's too much, maybe it's just right. I'm coming home a long way, but I'm coming home to you. It's gonna take a little time, but baby, know that we will be just fine. We fell in stride, but couldn't hide from the ghost that fought to catch us from behind. Got so tangled up inside our minds, we never thought to open up our eyes. Then we stopped and realized we weren't better, we weren't fine. Maybe it's too much, but nothing else feels right. I'm coming home the hard way, but I'm coming home to you. It's gonna
take a long time, but baby, know that we will be just fine. All those times before paved the way, and so much more. And I know the light I see, and it seems like maybe you and me might finally come around to being free. The years fly by and leave a mark, but that don't tell the tale of what's to be. We've been better, but it's just fine. It ain't the same, but it's our time. That feels like enough, and who cares if it's right?
That's right.
'Cause I'm coming home a long way, and I'm coming home to you. It's gonna take a little time, but baby, don't you know that we'll be fine? I'm coming home the hard way, and I'm coming home to you. We've only got a little time, but baby, know that we will be just fine.
So let's talk about like what life is like when you guys are on tour, because I feel like you guys are always on tour.
Yeah, we try to get out at least once or twice a year and see the country.
Once or twice a year. I feel like you guys are more than that.
This year's going to be kind of weird. We're kind of microdosing tours this year.
Yeah.
It's we're doing like 4 to 5 day loops. Like we'll go in April up to Woodson, which is near Amarillo. It's still in Texas, but it's West Texas. And then the next month, a few weeks later, we go to Nebraska. And then a few weeks later, we go to Cleveland. And then a few weeks later, we go to Wisconsin.
Some point we'll be in Mexico.
And then we're going to New Mexico as well.
Yeah.
But these are not long tours. These are out and back to these festival stops. And we'll play along the way to finance the trip. So typically we've done like a 2-week long tour, and you book the whole, like a traditional tour. This year's going to look pretty different. It's going to be good and exhausting, and we're looking forward to every bit of it. We really are.
So like, what kind of pet peeves you have on tour?
Oh, mine?
Of each other, or
No, you're better on that one. In general.
You can't find anything to eat that leaves you feeling good at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's fine for a few days, but then after a few days, you're like, I really need a salad. Like, I really.
Right, because you can only pack so much in like
That's right.
your car fridge or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. That's my biggest one is this. The gas station burritos get a little old after, a few days of nothing but that.
Yeah. I have to agree. I don't know. I'm glad you took that, because for me, I don't generally have gripes in life. Because I love it when everything's all messed up and you feel terrible. I'm like, this is great. I'm so alive. Like, that's just the way I am. But like, get the food, I would agree with that. Like after a little while, I do want something else.
So how long does the pre-packed food last before it gets into like the gas station stuff?
Couple days, maybe.
We've given up even trying to do that.
Oh, really?
Because we had one tour in 2022 where we were like, we're going to be healthy. We're going to bring this bag of oranges. And it didn't go well because you're packing stuff in and out of the car and things get everywhere. And the
Oranges roll all over the place.
Oh my God. The car smelled like old oranges and and there's still an old one in the car somewhere.
2.5-year-old orange.
So
yeah, it's, you try, when you go out, you try and you're like, I'm going to eat better, but the reality hits, and it's just the speed that you have to move, especially if we're playing 7 days a week. It's, you wake up, travel, show, wake up, travel, show. There's no time to,
Oh, wow. So you guys don't like schedule in days off. It's just once you're on the road, you're going.
Yeah, we try to minimize that just to kind of keep the momentum going.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can book where we've got a couple of shows in the same city, and that's nice because you don't have to necessarily pack up and leave.
Right.
But yeah, it's moving the whole time pretty much.
Yeah.
yeah, it's like go, go, go. Like it sounds exhausting, but I've only been on one tour and I was stuck in like the back of a truck with no leg room. But I was the smallest guy, and I was like, yeah, this is fine.
Right.
But yeah, it does get a little tiresome and irritable. So when you guys travel, is it just the two of you guys, or are you guys in like a van or something? Or
It's just the two of us in the car. We'll travel with other bands, but they're in their own car.
okay,
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, we've toured with Brightwire, a local band from here. We've done that a few years now, but it's in separate cars, and we kind of coordinate, and they always move faster than us, so we always see them flying by us on the freeways. It comes with
They
thing.
move way faster than we do.
I don't know why I'm not surprised about that. Yeah, so then, like, are you guys doing like camping, or is getting hotels or motels like in the budget, or is it a mixture of both?
Camping.
Yeah,
We actually have one this April. If the weather is okay, we'll probably camp at
camp
a
there,
festival out there.
Yeah.
Because it's in the middle of nowhere. The nearest hotel is 30 miles away from where we'll be. So it just makes a little more sense. To
Is it the walk?
walk the
walk
surf.
this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
guys are on that too.
And all our friends are there, and so we're going to stay till whenever they stop playing music. You know, like Shame on Me's on it. You know, all these people. And so driving home at 3 a.m, 30 miles, like we'll probably camp.
Yeah,
Like, that's
it just makes sense. Unless the weather looks terrible, but yeah.
But typically it's cheap hotels.
Cheap motels.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just there to like sleep in.
You just got a place to sleep.
Yeah.
And we don't worry too much about security. We always bring everything in at the end of the night, stack it behind the door. So it's like, we're fine. You know, it's.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. Oh, so that's like another thing that I was thinking about. Like, is it like worrisome to leave gear in your, you know what I mean? Like, oh, where am I?
That's probably the hardest part is when we leave the house, when we put the gear in the car, once we leave the house, your guard's never down until you're back in the house. So that's 2 weeks of just guarding. If we do go eat at a restaurant, we find one where we can park the car from a visible spot in front of where we're sitting, things like that. So
Although I always wonder what we would do. Like if you saw someone robbing in the car, are we gonna get up and run?
if we're
out?
eating
Like,
good fajitas, I'm
Exactly.
take, man.
we're finally getting a salad here.
You know what? Yeah, I'm healthy now.
Right.
Man, like if I was on there, I bring all my stuff in. Like, I'm so paranoid.
Yeah, we do every time. And so, yeah.
Well, that's good to know. All right. So Rico? Rico's like plotting still.
Yeah, you said you put what behind the door?
All our gear, everything, like stack it all, like especially the merch. The merch is the biggest thing that we carry. Boxes, yeah. Oh, put it all.
Speaking of that, so like how much gear I mean, this isn't, as far as instrument stuff, like this isn't much, but is the merch a lot more?
The merch is way more. This is about it for what we carry.
The merch probably takes up half the load in the car.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Because t-shirts, we have several kinds of t-shirts, and you have to carry a lot of sizes in each kind, and so you end up with these giant boxes.
Oh man, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, you can't not take them though. Like that's merch is how you make the money, and
We'll just leave it at home. Like that makes no sense.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, but I guess it also helps that you guys pack super light
Yes.
on the instrument. There's no drum kit.
Right.
There's it's just the two of you.
yeah.
And then do you bring your dogs?
No.
No.
I wish. I wish.
I wish we could.
Yeah. Terrorize the nation.
Yeah, I guess that would be another stressful thing to think about. Like when you're on tour, it's like, all right, I got to make sure the dog's not pooping anywhere.
Right. And if she's eating gas station burritos for 2 weeks,
That's not gonna go
work well.
None of us are having a good time.
Yeah. Well, so what do you guys have next on the list right now?
Next on the list, disappear now and then. You want to slow it down for one of
Yeah,
those?
slow it down.
Let's do now and then, I think. We'll do a song called Now and Then. Make sure I'm in tune here. This song is, we're going to release an album this year, actually. And it's a collection of songs that are story songs, very different than what we've done before. Like what we've done before is more rock albums, more just like let's have fun and party and throw down, let's love on our friends and our community and all those kinds of things that we really like. But this year we're going to put out an album that's more story-based songs. And so this one is 12, 13 years old by now.
Yeah. We released it under another band name on a record. It's buried. And I thought this would be a good one to like pull back out and bring back to the forefront a little bit. So
Hey, look at that deep cut, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So this one's called, and this is one we never get to play out. So it's fun to do it here. It's called Now and Then.
wise men sit and tell me about now and then, but their words can't calm my head when I miss you now and then. Years pass, they go on leaving. I'm a stranger to my best friends. But tell me it's alright as I stand to say goodnight. Words will always falter as time flies ever past. Good night, my sweet lover. I'll leave softly, we'll start again when we're away from here. Night air and the cold ground whisper gently, softly weep. Candles blown to darkness, heavy hearts turn to sleep. Your voice in my head whispers haunting words unsaid. But tell me you're alright as this cold wind says goodnight. Words will always falter as time flies ever past. Good night, my sweet lover. I'll leave softly, we'll start again when we're away from here. Wise men sit and tell me about now and then.
That was such a pretty song.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, like, how do you guys? Is there like a method to putting together a set list?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And she is the one that does it. Like,
So, what's the thought process going into that?
So I always want to create like an experience for the people seeing the show. And so this really counts on us doing a single set show, maybe 45 to 90 minutes is my favorite set length to do. And so you really want to take them on a journey. So you introduce, you kind of like open the door a little bit, show someone what's going on, but you hold a little back, and then you bring in, kind of some interesting peaks and valleys. So you bring them way up, bring them way down, and then you leave them out on a high note. So you never want to end a set like in a major downer way, because that's too much to do to people. I like the journey.
So like, what is there, when and where do you decide to put a slower song like that in, or is that a song that you don't normally play at a show or something?
In a longer set, if we were to do a 90-minute set, it would definitely be in there.
Like in a listening sense.
And it would probably be toward the late middle.
Okay.
And then bring it back up. Maybe in the later third. Kind of introduce the later third and then bring it back up and bring the energy back up. It kind of gives you a place to start from to come back up.
And so there's no real like rule to it. It's kind of like in, I'm sure in the camera world, when you frame up a shot, there's rules and you can follow the rules. But then sometimes you do something and I say the shot has love. It's just got all the love and you don't touch it. You know why it works, and that's kind of how set construction is. For some reason, it just works where it works.
So is there a huge importance on picking the first song, or is there a go-to first song and then from there you're like, okay, well, we can sprinkle it?
Keep the same ones and the same kind of anchor points. So I'd say we generally open with the same few. We have our first three are usually going to be about the same. Just, they're kind of mid-level, not too high energy, not low energy.
They're kind of the hi, how are you song. It's not the like, tell me more about you.
Yeah, no. I think that's super cool. I never got to like think about that because I was like, oh, okay. There's like a flow here.
Oh, it's a fantastic question. Like it really is, because it's one of those hidden things. Like we put a lot of time into it that no one ever sees that time. So
oh wow, okay, yeah. So that does like put or you spend a lot of time thinking of this. So do you change the set list often? I know you said you guys have a few cores that you open up with, and then like if you're going on a tour, is it the same set list? And then you're like, all right, we need to figure out.
We kind of read the room. And so if you're going along and you're coming up to a point where, you're going to have something lower energy, but the room's not having it, it's not a listening room at all, we're not going to put that in there. So we'll kind of improv a little bit. But I mean, we have a folder that we carry with us that has our 30-minute set, our 45, our 60, our 90, like we've got them all printed.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So then on stage when you're like, okay, I don't think this room's getting it, you're like, let's do this. Yeah.
Very much so. Look at him. One of us knows, like, we're skipping that.
Yeah,
we're going to swap in something. I'll throw in a cover that's, more fun or just
right. Yeah.
Man, so how many songs do you guys keep in your brain to be able to like switch that up?
It's a lot. We don't do a lot of the 4-hour shows anymore, but we still do a few. So we have to keep probably 50, 60 songs that are 60, somewhat in rotation. Some of them are really rusty, but they're in there. So we try to keep that.
Did you say a 4-hour set?
Yeah, we don't do those much anymore.
Yeah.
Well, 4-hour night. So I guess it's really 3 or 4 short sets.
Like 4 50-minute sets, and you get 10-minute breaks.
We don't do too many of those anymore.
I'm like, oh my god, 4 hours. I mean, I guess the Ojimon Files was 4 hours. Now that I think about it,
I was just about to say I can't do anything for 4 hours.
I was like, wait a minute. Oh man, that's so much like mental resilience, right? To like even play.
And that's the hard part. The hard part is not the fingers are tired and my voice is tired. It's not that. It's 100% your focus. Like I'll start wandering off. Like, wonder what's for dinner.
Oh yeah.
I wonder, what sports season is it?
This is my 4th hour here. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
We used to do a lot of farmers market shows when we were first getting started, and those are generally 4 hours out there. But it's also first thing in the morning. So you're starting at 8 a.m., which means you probably got there at 7, which means you got up however early you needed to. And so my mind is not sharp in the morning at all. In as much as it ever is. And so you're watching dogs and kids and there's food and I am so distracted. Like those sets were very hard.
Yeah.
Oh, so has there ever been a time where you're just like, oh man, I'm playing right now.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And like, I hope she remembers where we are in the song because it's verse 3 or 4. I don't know.
You get on autopilot, and that's okay for a while until you completely check out and like, I don't remember which verse we were supposed to do.
Right.
Oh man, I bet that's still fun. You know, just
Oh,
like
yeah.
you said, you know, when everything's like going not the way you imagine it, but it's like, yeah, I'm alive right now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Living on that edge.
Well, so here we're gonna close this little segment out before we get into the YouTube stuff. Rico,
Yeah, man. Thank you, Grifters and Shills. I won't use your government names. Thank you guys for being here. It was some excellent stuff, some very beautiful sounding things there at the end as well.
So much. Thank you.
Messiah, thanks for having me. And thanks for setting this up.
you're welcome, but you're stuck with us now.
I know. I know. I signed the blood pact. I remember that night.
You're not supposed to say that.
Oh, okay. Sorry. You've been listening to 90.1 KPFT Houston, 89.5 Galveston, 91.9 in Huntsville, anywhere live or on the archive at kpft.org. I've been your co-host, DJ Rico Black. With me, Messiah, Grifters and Shills. We're about to shoot a YouTube exclusive, so go ahead and check that out. This has been the KPFT Sessions. Au revoir.
What does that mean? Au jus sauce.
Like gravy?
Welcome.
Sandwiches.
Yeah. Oh, is that what that is?
Sandwich gravy.
Sandwich.
I got thrown off. Yes. YouTube exclusive time with Grifters and Shills.
Yeah.
What do you guys have for this?
For this one, we were just talking about it. I think we're going to do a song called Left, Right, Left, which is a song off 2 albums ago, back in 2019. This is we were really working back then. Now we don't do as many shows as we did then. Then we were doing 110 shows a year through 2016, 17, plus the day jobs. And we were just strung out. There was no days off for like 2 years. And so we're like, and we're just writing for this album. And like, man, the song's called Left, Right, Left. Like, you know, you march left, right, left. Like they just march you in a line, and you don't ask questions. You just march in a line. It's like, that's our life. We're doing it to ourselves. Like, but that's our life.
You'll collapse. Like,
Right.
You can't stop. And we had just moved. Life was chaotic at the moment. So yeah, this was just one of those.
Yeah. So left, right, left.
Well, I can't wait to feel that.
All right, here we go. Let's go left, right, left, right, left.
Wake up in the morning and I'm losing time. The ladder's getting longer and harder to climb. Ain't never got a nickel, sure ain't got a dime. Ain't paying me enough to justify this life of mine. Yours and hers and his and theirs, it's a damned old crime. Picking at the pieces and holding the slack to fly you to the top, but you're walking back up high on the hog and they're having a ball. But don't you worry, none, they're gonna keep it all with this life of mine. Yours and hers and his and theirs. Go left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left. Keep it going in a straight line, double time, left, right, left. Spin it all up and knock it all down. They'll say the devil done it if there's no one around. Brush it off with a smile, hide the dirt on their hands, and give you all the glory just as quick as they can. Well, it's life of mine, yours and hers, and his and theirs. Go left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left, left, right, left. You're going in a straight line, double time, left, right, left. Hey, hey. They won't say when. We're pouring down a double just to do it again. Try to keep it quiet, but it's just no use. There ain't no way to shake it, gotta cut them loose. This life of mine, yours and hers, and his and theirs. It's about damn time.
Poet's got nothing to say. The money stops talking when we're walking away. We're making up for the time as we follow the step. They'll finally get the message when there ain't nothing left, right, left. Left, right, left. Hey. Left, right, left. Left, right, left. Keep it going in a straight line, double time. Left, right, left. Well, now left, right, left. Left, right, left. Left, right, left. Left, right, left. We're going left, right, left. Left, right, left. Left, right, left. Left, right, left, right, left. Keep it going in a straight line, double time. Going in a straight line, double time. Going in a straight line, double time. Left, right, left. Yo.
Woo indeed. Holy smoke. So how long did you practice to do that? That was like Bone Thugs and Harmony, like fast.
It feels like our whole life.
Yeah.
Just forever.
That song, that's an older one. We've been doing that one for many years. So yeah, but it took a while.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, oh man, what am I listening to? Crazy stuff right there. So what made you decide to end it on that one? Because the one before that was like, oh, it's such a pretty song. It's like, oh, totally, man, I feel ready to go.
We have always been, and I don't want to say struggle with, because we don't struggle with it. We just do it. We've always been feeling both things. And so, like, both in our personal musical tastes, like if Brightwire and Slayer are in my personal playlist, that makes sense right next to each other. And so we feel like we love all kinds of music and we love all kinds of styles of music. And so we tend to write just kind of all over the place in terms of just like, we love like the super slow, heartfelt, like for me, slow songs are super metal. Like they're so like heartfelt. But that's a form of metal in a way.
Oh yeah, it's all intense expression, and
yeah,
however that comes out, that's the common ground right there.
Yeah.
No, I definitely love the energy levels. I was just okay, well, I guess what's going on? Don't need coffee anymore.
Yeah, that's something I was going to ask. Is a lot of these song titles have something to do with distance, and I was wondering why is that theme prevalent in your music?
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's a good one. Really good. I mean, I feel like all of this is it's a journey. Everything's a learning experience. You're never staying in one spot, no matter what you're doing. You're growing, you're seeing new things, you're trying new things, you're meeting new people. I mean, it's all just about, I think, the path to what's next. And that definitely comes through in a lot of what we write and a lot of what we think about.
Yeah, and if we've been at Grifters and Shills for 15 years, and then we were, before that, obviously, other things. But we've been active in the Houston music scene specifically for 15 years. And you start having these memories. Like, I remember Rourke when he was 15 years younger on KPFT. I remember Terry at Dan, like the old sound guy at Dan Electros from 15 years ago. I remember him. But then you don't see these people for a while. And so you get these themes of like, man, I really miss this and this and this. These themes of distance are just always in your head. Like, it's just, it's very, very prevalent. And everything feels real fragile too. Like it feels like everything could fall up if people like y'all that don't just love what you do stop doing it. Everything just falls apart. And so these themes are like always in the head as we're writing and exploring different themes and things like that.
But you continue on is what I gather from the lyrics.
You do.
Oh, exactly.
We're lucky to be able to, and we love it. We love our community all the way from Galveston all the way to Tomball. We love the whole thing, and it's. Yeah, we love doing it. We really do.
No. The community that I know that you guys are super involved is obviously the Old Quarter.
Yeah,
and League City,
the Folk Association.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait to get Tucker in here.
Oh, he's gonna be great, and he's gonna be fantastic.
Awesome. Well, so this is the part where you guys give all your plugs or anything. Next shows. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. Shows coming up, where people can find you, social media and all that fun stuff.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah, we keep up with all the regular socials, so we're on Facebook, Instagram. I think those are our two main ones right now. Grifters and Shills, we're pretty easy to find there. Griftersandshills.com is the website that feeds it all. shows upcoming?
Shows, probably the biggest one to mention is, it's a long way down. This is in December, but December 6th, we're going to do an album release at the Old Quarter in Galveston. So that's the big one to talk about. And we're going to have a cello player sitting in with us. So it's going to be a major show. That's a long way away. We've got local things here as well. We've got, we'll be in Brenham the 22nd of February. We'll be at Chelsea Wine Bar, which is down in Clear Lake, March 15th. And then every first Thursday, we're at Union Tavern at Clear Lake with the different featured artists. So we bring in an artist every first Thursday and just do a local night of music. 7 p.m., real easy deal.
And March 1st, we're at Dan Electro's. Right?
We are.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
March 1st, is that
March 1st.
Mystery Loves Company and Mark Winters. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll see you guys there. Yeah, we're actually filming Mark Winters that night.
Oh, that's righteous.
It's like March 1st. Why is that ringing a bell right?
Right.
Well, dope. Well, is the cello player going to be there?
Yes.
She would.
Maddie.
Yeah. She plays in Mystery Loves Company.
Maddie.
Okay. The only other cello player I know that's been here is I can't remember her name, but I remember her Instagram. It's Cello Puncher from Two Star Symphony.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
I think you were definitely there. Yeah. Jimmy Pizzitola.
I'm
They
always
played
here.
with Come See My Dead Person at the Old Quarter back last year.
Sweet. Well, thank you guys for rolling through.
Thank you, Messiah.
Yeah. Nope.
You
What's
keep
up?
looking at me. I have nothing to say.
You keep inhaling. Just like, are you? Well, do you got? Oh, sorry.
I appreciate the attention to detail. I do. I appreciate being seen and heard.
The senses are on fire right now.
Let me just stop breathing real quick.
And then I'll be like, Rico, are you alive?
Something's wrong.
someone help him.
This has been the YouTube exclusive with Grifters and Shills. Check out the HoustonCollective.com to see all of this. There's a live stream in there. We sneak in unreleased stuff in there. Just check it out. And also, check out GriftersandChills.com. Grifters and Chills. Goodbye. And